What is up, Reddit? This is Brindle here, bringing you another Pokemon Black and White Wi-Fi battle. This time we've got another challenge against slickboarder89, and as you might remember from the last battle, I did come out victorious in a very narrow victory. So I was very excited for this battle to see if he could maybe pull out a win this time. And I won't tell you how this battle goes, but I will tell you that it is one hell of a battle. So without any further ado, let's just get right into it. So I know last time he wanted to lead off with his Skarmory, so I know he's probably not going to try that again. So I'm going to go ahead and lead out with Mount Turtle, hoping that maybe I can set up a Rock Polish on something that's not really prepared to take it at the first turn. But he goes ahead and leads straight back out with the Steel Condor. So I'm in a really bad spot here. I can't actually touch it, so I'm going to switch out. I'm going to go into Pure Hatred, the one and only thing on this team that really can stop this Condor at full health. And so he's going to set up his Stealth Rocks, which is perfect for me. This is much better than him setting up Spikes, because I can Encore him into this without him actually gaining any benefit from it. So I'm going to Encore him into the Stealth Rock so he can't actually do anything. Now I know he's going to switch. And I think he's going to switch into his Breloom, so I'm going to switch out and I'm going to go into my own Breloom. And these rocks turn out to be very important later, just only for Breloom. Because he does send in his own Breloom here. And now I see from this that he is a Toxic Orb set, and I am in fact a Technician Breloom. So I'm going to go ahead and go straight for the Bullet Seed as he goes for the sub. I see here that he is faster than me, which is, interesting. I guess he must be running a Jolly set, because he does outspeed me every time. And I am adamant with max speed, so the only way he would always outspeed is if he got ridiculously lucky or was Jolly. So I'm going to be able to break the sub with 2 bullets, which I note now, and this is very important. It means that I will always break his sub, but I might not always be able to hit him if he tries to Focus Punch. So he's going to put me to sleep here, and the fact that I go for Bullet Seed right now instead of Mach Punch is very important. If I had gone for Mach Punch, I would have fallen asleep after that attack, as opposed to before it. So I wouldn't have burned 1 turn of sleep here. So he's going to go for the substitute and I'm going to fall asleep. I'm going to stay asleep. So that's 2 turns of sleep. Now I get very lucky here because on this 3rd turn he's going to go for a Focus Punch and I'm going to go for a Bullet Seed. Now I'm going to wake up here and my Bullet Seed, as you already know, 2 hits will break the sub. So I just need 3, 4, or 5 hits and I'm able to stop this Focus Punch. So here's 2. And as you see, the substitute will break. And here's the 3rd hit. So now I know anything after this point is extra. So I do get the 4th seed, which may make a difference. You'll see in a second. So he's not able to launch off his Focus Punch, which is great for me. So now I'm going to go for the Mach Punch because I think I might be able to take him out from this range. And we'll never actually be able to find out because I do get a crit. I don't know if that mattered or not. It really might have at that range. So I'm sorry about that if that did matter. He's going to bring this Starmie here. And now, if you notice, I didn't take any damage throughout all that. I have a Focus Sash. This would have been a fantastic thing. I would have been able to survive with 1, go for the Spore or the Bullet Seed, and just completely ruin this Starmie. But I'm not able to because those Stealth Rocks do hurt me. I see here that he is Life Orb, which is excellent. It tells me he's not Scarfed, so I can bring in Moses here. And now I make the best play I think I made all game. He has 2 options. He can go into his Landorus to take the Electric move, or his Skarmory to take the Grass move. And I predict the Landorus to come in to try to get a free turn as opposed to just a resisted turn. And I go for the Leaf Storm, and this is going to take this Landorus, which is probably the biggest threat to my whole team. It's going to take it down to a very, very minuscule amount of health. If you remember from our last battle, this Landorus actually almost took out about half my team. So I'm not going to overpredict. I'm going to go for a second Leaf Storm. And he is going to bring in the Chandelure, which is going to take it really nicely. So I don't really have a choice here. I have to switch out because I need Moses for later. I cannot win this battle without Moses. So I'm going to go into Mount Turtle just to see what he does. I can't. Something has to die here. And if something has to die, it's going to be Mount Turtle. Because Mount Turtle, as you may or may not know, never, ever, ever does anything. It's got 1 kill, ever. So it's going to go down to a Hidden Power Ice here. He went for the Hidden Power Ice as opposed to the Fire move because I do still have Haxorus left. If he had gone for the fire move, he would not have. I would have been able to set up in his face. So now that I know he's locked into Hidden Power Ice, I'm going to be able to go out into Dentata, because I can take those all day. And I'm going to set up the very, very late game Stealth Rocks. So he's going to bring in Steel Condor. And now, I don't know what he's going to do. I don't know why he brought that in. I think he's just going to set up spikes. So I'm like, well, okay, I'll set up my own spikes. But he's actually going to whirlwind me out here. And I'm going to go straight into Pure Hatred. I get very lucky in whirlwinds in this match. I always go out straight into what I need. So now he's in Skarmory versus the one thing that stops his Skarmory cold. So I'm going to go for the Leech Seed. And he's going to retaliate with a Brave Bird. I guess predicting the taunt. And maybe just not wanting to give me a chance to get set up. So that's going to do just a little bit over half, which means that after Leftovers and Leech Seed, I'm going to be at slightly above half, which is going to put me in a great position for later. So now I can start subseeding, but I'm afraid that if I go for a sub on this turn, he'll whirlwind me out. I'm afraid that if I go for a taunt this turn to protect against the whirlwind, he'll be able to just Brave Bird and kill me. So I'm going to switch straight into Dentata, but he's actually going to switch. He's going to bring out his Marinos, his Dragonite. Now if I had put up a sub on this turn, I would have been golded, but I didn't, and unfortunately because of that I'm going to lose out, and I'm going to have to leave Dentata in to die. The only thing on my team that resists fire-type moves is my Haxorus, and I cannot switch into Haxorus, because if I do that, if he predicts that and goes for the Outrage, I lose my one shot at killing this Dragonite. So at this point, I'm going to bring in Dr. Breaky. I am an Adamant Haxorus, but I do know that an Adamant Haxorus will still outspeed a Jolly Dragonite, so I'm not scared of losing a speed tie here. So I know he's probably going to want to go into Skarmory, but on the off chance that he stays in, I'm going to go for the Rock Slide anyways instead of switching out, because it will hit both of them and it will KO the Dragonite. It does a decent chunk of damage to the Skarmory, which is good. It's really all I could ask for. And so I'm going to switch out here because I don't want to take a Brave Bird. I'm going to go out into Pure Hatred, basically as Death Fodder. I mean, I've got nothing else left to do with it this turn, but he ends up going for the Whirlwind. And this right here is what I was talking about with those Whirlwinds. I go into the one thing I needed right now. The one, the only, Moses. So at this point, his Skarmory is at a low enough range, his Sturdy is broken, and there's no way, no matter how specially bulky he is, that he's going to survive this Thunderbolt. So this is going to absolutely destroy this Skarmory. So I'm feeling pretty good. I think I got this in the bag now, and you'll see why in a second. He does still have that Landorus, but he's going to bring it in now, and because I was able to keep those rocks up that I set up earlier with Ferrothorn, his Landorus is going to die from that earlier Leaf Storm. So now he's forced to go into his Dragonite, and he kind of sees what's coming. So after Stealth Rocks, I'm going to easily be able to pick him off with a Thunderbolt, so he's going to go for an Extreme Speed, maybe hoping for a crit or some extra damage. Unfortunately, he's not going to get the crit. Well, I guess fortunately for me. So I'm going to survive with 75 HP, and I am going to be able to bring that Dragonite down. Now he's going to send in his Shakalaka, which is at a good range of health, and it probably could have taken a Thunderbolt, except it got hit with Stealth Rocks and then one layer of spikes. And that is going to mean that I'm going to be able to destroy it with Thunderbolt, and that is another scary thing on his team that goes down. I do know that Scarf Rodon is faster than Scarf Chandelure, so I was not scared of that matchup. So now he's going to bring in his Starmie, and I saw earlier that he is Life Orbed. And this was the one thing, if he had been able to get this Starmie in and get off a Rapid Spin, I would not have been able to pull this off, because Landorus would have been able to stop my Sweep Cold. So I am able to take it out now with a Thunderbolt, and that's going to end the game. I do get a crit. I really doubt that mattered. Just because it is stab super effective and all. So that is going to be a good game. Slickboarder, you're an amazing battler, and we do have amazing battlists. I just have come out on top in the past, and I have no doubt that you will very soon be able to get this badge from me. So if you're interested in battles like this, please check out our Reddit subreddit called r/Pokemon League DS. I am the grass gym leader there, brindle891. If you think you've got what it takes to take me down, I'll see you there.